This is from CBS Sports. Curious as to your take on this. This is ranking the top 10 off seasons. They said the Bears had the best, then the Patriots, Vikings, Broncos, Commanders. Rounding out the top 10, the Colts, the Eagles, and the Browns. Able to identify potential building blocks on both sides of the ball, the likes of Mason Graham, Quinshon Judkins, others, while clearing a path for other young players on the roster to prove their merits with extended playing time. In addition, drafting Dylan Gabriel, Shedeur Sanders, Cleveland added first-round selection in next year's draft to potentially identify and draft their quarterback of the future. I think it's kind of interesting. I think the draft class I'm really intrigued by. I think it could end up being really good, but I get where there are some questions because 3 wins is 3 wins, and I think they were better than that, but to quote Denny Green, you are what your record says you are.
Yeah, look, I think when you make a case for the Browns having a quote unquote good offseason, I think it's about turning the page, right? Just cutting bait with Deshaun Watson, moving into the future, understanding that they're not going to win a ton of games in 2025, most likely, unless somebody emerges at quarterback that wows everybody and the offensive line is healthy and looks like a top 10 offensive line. But I think otherwise, when you look at turning the page into, okay, they'll give this group of quarterbacks a shot, and if none of them work, then you have 2 first-round picks next year to work with. Now, some of the perception is going to come down to how productive is Travis Hunter in Jacksonville, and should they have just taken Travis Hunter? Sure, but they also re-signed Myles Garrett. They got what I think is a great player at defensive tackle in Mason Graham. It's still a very good defense. There are things that need to be worked on long term. Quarterback and offensive line are the 2 things I think about. But as long as they commit to it and commit to the long term project, I think we don't need to be looking at wins and losses so much in 2025 for the Browns. I do like that they turned the page this offseason.